Hello and welcome to the Solano College Sports Network. It's a good night for basketball here in the Falcons' Nest, the Solano College Gymnasium, as we have a birds matchup for you tonight, the Solano Falcons hosting the Mendocino Golden Eagles. My name is Drew Kirby, and with me holding beers and Mason Flores on the call tonight. This Mendocino team has caught fire recently, winning their last three. Holden, what's been working for them as of late?
Yeah, I mean, they've been shooting the three ball very well. On the season, they're shooting 35%, which is 16th in all of California, and they love to shoot about 26 threes per game. They're led by number 2, CJ Lee. He's averaging 14 points per game. He's only shooting 33% from three, but he's helped by his supporting cast, and Micah Allen, Jaden Green, they both shoot great percentages, both almost 50% from the field, and they rebound the ball very well. Winning 4 of their last 5 3 in a row, like you said, 72 points per game on this season. They play great offensively. They're just going to have to play some defense against this fast-paced Solano team.
Yeah, definitely a tough matchup for Solano tonight as they are facing off against one of the best three-point shooting teams in all of California. Mason, how is Solano going to be able to stop him?
Solano is going to have to communicate off of screens being set, off-ball screens specifically. You have to communicate, you have to be loud, you have to talk on defense, you have to close out fast. And as an offensive standpoint, Solano is not worried about scoring points. They know they can do that. It's going to be all about defense. They need to get Justice Wilson getting going again, and they just need to play defense.
Well, here we go. Tip-off just in a couple moments away. Of course, as I mentioned, that Mendocino team has caught fire. Their last game, they ended up beating Napa Valley 76-74. And in that second half, they outscored Napa Valley 47-33. Definitely a hot team in the second half.
Yeah, and it just shows when this team can get hot offensively, they can get hot. 47 points and a half in college is a lot of basketball points being scored.
So for the starters for Solano, it's going to be Ray Holt. He's actually doing jump ball. Loses it alongside Holt. It's going to be D'Angelo Chapman, Nico Ignacio, Justice Wilson, and down low at the center, Jeremiah Cardwell.
Solano knows they're a small team, and they have to be faster than their opponents if they're going to be small.
Here's Jaden Green. The pass to the wing to Muhammad, shooting 45% from three this year. Down low, Saban Atterbury with the hook. Can't get it. Rebounded by JC.
That's about as tough of a shot you can hit as a big center against a small guy.
That's Justice Wilson. Jeremiah Cardwell for three to start off this game.
Wow.
Hello.
Oh, you know things are going to go right in this game if Caldwell's hitting threes.
We've seen that a couple times from him this year where he's pulling up from top of the key, shooting that three ball. Interesting first play of the game.
That was confidence, too.
Yeah.
No hesitation.
So now Muhammad guarded by Justice Wilson as Solano gets the first points tonight here in this ball game. It's Benji Krebs driving in with the right. It's good.
That's some great speed from a guard right there. Ignacio could not keep up with him on the perimeter right there.
Yeah, you just can't get beat off the dribble like that.
Justice Wilson trying to answer back, pulls up and gets it.
See, that's Justice Wilson's game, is getting to that mid-range shot. He said he likes to play Shea Gillis-Alexander a lot, so getting to that mid-range is going to be perfect for him. Defense got to collapse on him.
That defense is really good right there.
Jeremiah Caldwell bringing it up off of the miss from Atterbury. Now Ray Holt driving in, going to end up taking the layup in and out, just can't get it, but offensive rebound, JC. It gets blocked, it'll stay Solano ball.
Wow, that was really good defense by Holt on the other end, making it tough as possible for the big guys. You have to rebound if you are Solano. Box out, get a body on somebody.
Justice Wilson inbound, and Jaden Green gets a tip of it. It's going to be a turnover on Solano. Now running in transition, a pull-up three for Shorter. Can't get it. And long rebound goes to Ray Holt. Trying to go coast to coast, taking a layup again. This time gets the foul call, and we'll head to the line for two.
Yeah, and that's what Solano, they've lost a few games over this recent stretch, but they've been shooting from the free throw line consistently and a lot. I think they shoot about 20-something free throws per game over their last 5. And a lot of that is credit to Justice Wilson and Nico Ignacio, their backcourt. They shoot a lot of free throws, just the two of them.
Yeah, well, this Solano team did match up with Mendocino before earlier in the year. They ended up losing, I believe it was 73-61. And Justice Wilson ended up going, I believe it was 12 or 14 at the line. So was able to get to the line a lot this game as a down low pass is good from Atterbury. kind of fumbled there for a second, but he was able to recover it and put it up for 2.
Yeah, Mendocino, they do shoot the 3-ball a lot, play on the perimeter, but they really got to get Atterbury going against a smaller Falcons team.
Cardwell to Chapman on the wing. It's a bit too strong. And Mendocino the other way. Now in transition, skip pass to Green. He's going to pull up in transition, just a bit short. And long rebound to Nico Ignacio.
Mendocino playing with a lot of fast pace right now.
Ignacio can't answer the 3 himself. Bring the rebound to the corner. Here's Deshaun Shorter. And another 3-point shot missed.
Good rebound.
That is a good rebound by Nico Ignacio. Going coast to coast himself. Looking for someone. And right into the hands of Deshaun Shorter. Another turnover for Solano. Now a foul on the ground.
The key to these Solano fast breaks is knowing if you have numbers or not. A lot of these fast breaks so far have been 1-on-3, not in Solano's favor. They need to know when and to pick and choose when to go all the way. And sometimes you need to pace yourself.
Jaden Green finds Deshaun Shorter, who's going to pull up and a bit strong. Good rebound there from D'Angelo Chapman.
I think so far Solano's okay with him shooting that 3-ball. He's missed 3 already. Caldwell kind of gave him a lot of space right there going under the screen.
Yeah, well, let's clear this Golden Eagles team. They know their identity. They know they're going to be shooting a lot of 3s tonight. And the step-back jumper is no good for Justice Wilson. Damn. Chapman picking up Green. Almost slammed down, but missed by Saban Atterbury. Eagles recover it. Here's Shorter to Benjamin Krebs. Layup is good.
It's a really good take for this Golden Eagles team. This Golden Eagles team, they're clearly trying to look for these corner 3s and perimeter game, but this Solano team is so much shorter than them that they need to be as aggressive to go into the paint as possible.
Cardwell with a nice pass, but D'Angelo Chapman just wasn't able to grab on. Another turnover for Solano. Now here's Krebs to Atterbury. Mid-range shot, no good, and
Solano
a rebound.
will live with that, absolutely.
Nico Ignacio. Still 6-6, 15 minutes, 45 seconds left in this first half. Here's Justice Wilson, averaging about 24 points per game. The leading scorer in the Bay Valley Conference. Step back 3, just short.
He seems kind of off his game a little bit in these last few possessions. Great defense by Ray Holt, though.
Ready to get a hand on it. They'll say Solano ball.
That is beautiful defense. Slapping the ball down right before he's going to the shot and then bouncing it off of him to keep it Solano ball. Beautiful.
He's played really well in this game so far on defense.
And that's what Solano's going to need tonight is that defense against this high-scoring Mendocino team.
So Edwin Akpolke subs in for Ray Holt. Here's Camion Whitaker with the layup.
That's a strong layup right there.
That gives Solano the lead 8-6. We've seen it so far with his men's team. Early on in the game, it's always very close. It's great passing there. How about that behind the back to set up Frank Muhammad. Can't get the 3-point shot, and a long rebound ends up in the hands of Justice Wilson. Now pushing the pace, finds Nico Ignacio, tries to get the layup. It's off.
Solano had numbers there. They hear it now too.
Good turnover. Ignacio, I get it again, and that time is good.
It's a good job bouncing back on another fast break right there with numbers once again, scoring on that opportunity.
Benji Krebs, 30% from the field. That's going to be an air ball. Falcons ball.
Solano's forcing this team into uncomfortable shots right now. That's really good defense right now.
Interesting, CJ Lee coming off the bench tonight, their leading scorer. We've seen that a couple of times with teams that Solano's been playing recently. Their leading scorer comes off the bench. Justice Wilson floater.
Well, the reason for that might be to have their best defender on the court to guard Justice Wilson.
Very well be as open shot for Jaden Green. There it is.
Can't allow that to happen if you're Solano.
Yeah, Jaden Green shoots almost 46% from 3. You do not want to leave him wide open.
Just past the 14-minute mark, 10-9. Solano remains on top after that three from Jaden Green. Don't have live stats for you tonight, unfortunately. That was the first three for Mendocino early on.
Back to the Justice Wilson conversation. He's had a great year so far, but these last few games have been really tough for him defensively and offensively. He's getting hunted on defense, and on offense, he's getting blitzed off of screens. He's not able to get in rhythm, and a lot of his points have been getting to the free throw line and making them, which is a big skill to have.
Yeah.
But he hasn't been able to get going like he usually has.
Yeah, and I think it's partly because the defenses have kind of figured out his game a little bit when he's coming off those off-ball screens and driving to the lane a lot more. They kind of collapse with him, and they know that he can also shoot the three ball, so they have a perimeter defender guarding him on the perimeter. Solano's just got to come up with a game plan to stop that.
Big shot there from Nico Ignacio.
Can't leave him open either.
Putting the lead back up to 4 for Solano. Now here is Mendocino's leading scorer, C.J. Lee. Freshman averaging 14 points. Good pass there to Atterbury. Tries to slam it down again, but can't get it.
He is trying to catch a body tonight.
Yeah. And the second chance points is good for Damian Simon.
Yeah, for a big man, he's got a pretty good vert. He was jumping from a decent amount right there, able to touch the rim.
Yeah, he might get a body tonight.
D'Angelo Chapman looking to go to work. Finds Edwin Akpolke. Kick out back to Justice Wilson. 12 seconds to get a shot off. D'Angelo Chapman is good.
Yeah, see, that's a good job by Justice Wilson. Noticing that Shorter was collapsing on him when he started to drive. Kicks it over to Chapman because he knows he was ball watching. Beautiful play.
C.J. Lee off of the three from D'Angelo Chapman. Good pass down low. Atterbury is fouled. Looks like he was trying to get some contact there.
Well, he definitely can get some contact tonight against a smaller Solano team. He probably doesn't have a lot of opportunities to have these kind of vertical dunks against bigger teams. Solano, I think, one of the smallest teams in the Bay Valley Conference.
That was a good foul, though. You live with that.
Yeah.
Sabin Atterbury shooting 71% at the line. The back
That's a
rim
good
that
foul.
shot.
Substitution for Solano, checking in number 23. Jack.
This is an interesting lineup Solano's going with.
I like it.
We've never seen Cardwell and Whitaker on the floor at the same time. I'm interested to see how this goes.
This is a bigger lineup for them. I like the look. It's a lot of defensive players on the court.
And I think now that they see that Cardwell can shoot the three ball, he can play more of that 4 position.
It's right there, Jeremiah Caldwell unable to secure that rebound. And Sean Shorter to Lee, guarded by Nico Ignacio. It's a good matchup. Keep your eye on it tonight. Good pass. Pick and pop off the glass. You bet.
He didn't call bank. He did not call bank.
Now 16 of 14. 12 minutes, 15 seconds. Jeremiah Caldwell driving in. It's called with the foul.
And we've been talking about it the past few games. As he gets to the free throw line, we always wonder, are these the ones he's going to make?
That foul's going to go again.
And he did make a couple last game, so it's definitely improved as the season has gone on.
Damian Simon. Jeremiah Cardwell will shoot 2.
He's the most amazing player on this team, the most interesting player on this team for me, in my opinion, just because of the energy he brings to the court, night in and night out.
I would 100% agree with you, Mason. You got to wonder, where would this Solano team be without Jeremiah Cardwell?
I don't know if they would win a game.
0-2 at the line for Jeremiah Cardwell. Sean Shorter. And we'll slow it down here with Teague Stump. He's got exactly 100 points on the year. He finds Gene Marshall. Now C.J. Lee, pull-up jumper. Just a bit short. And Camion Whitaker secures the glass.
Got to contest that shot a little better. Luckily, he missed it for Ignacio right there. But got to get a hand in his face just a little more.
Justice Wilson step back. Looks good. Is good.
I really like this lineup. It's really good defensively and offensively. You have your 2 best offensive players on the court and your 3 best defensive players on the court.
Solano team starting to catch some fire on the offense early on in this game. Here's Damian Simon. Good defense there for Jeremiah Caldwell. And here's Stump.
Yeah, this is great defense by Solano. Mendocino kind of struggling offensively.
Indeed.
Double dribble.
I really like this adjustment for Solano. We have never seen this lineup, and I really do like this lineup.
Yeah, and late in the season, you always want to just try new stuff. You always want to take those bigger risks that you wouldn't say early in the season when you're trying to win games to get your season going. Late in the season, you can run these kind of lineups and just see how it goes, and right now it's working for Solano.
Makes you wonder, why didn't we try to run something a little earlier in some of these other games?
Yeah, especially against bigger teams that they would play. I mean, we didn't see Cardwell hitting threes from top of the key early in the season. It's really been as of late.
It's just been about effort from this team defensively, and it's just been rough for this team to get it going defensively. They haven't had a rhythm defensive, and you never hear about rhythm on defense, but it's a thing. It's about chemistry, communication, and being physical. This lineup that they just had on the court is the most physical lineup they have, and they can get points on the other end. That's what the big concern was for this Solano team, is can they get points if they have the defensive line in them, but they're clearly getting points on right now.
And you can switch around that three position too, as you got Akpolke in there in that lineup at the 3. But you can put in Ray Holt at the 3, and with that lineup you can put in Chapman at the 3.
They have a lot of wing depth.
Looks like they won't go back to the double big as Camion Whitaker takes a breather. Coming in from Ray Holt. Here he is with the ball. Step back jumper. Got it.
That's a tough shot.
Should have been an and 1 in my opinion.
21 of 14. The lead is opening up for Solano here in this first half.
I like this man look that Solano has. They're pressing him at the half court.
Ooh. CJ Lee, good pass to the corner. Just a bit off. Rebounded by Justice Wilson.
They don't have numbers.
Gonna keep running. Finds the corner to himself. Edwin Akpolke just short. Offensive rebound. Jeremiah Caldwell up and in.
Yeah, right now Annenberry's not in the game, so offensive rebound is going to be key for Solano in this stretch, getting second chance opportunities.
There's Gene Marshall. Finds to Sean Shorter.
Ooh, good D.
35% from 3. Now back to Damian. 3 ball is just a bit strong. We'll say 23-14.
Yeah, the shots just aren't falling right now from Mendocino. They got in a couple good looks in these last few possessions. Just can't get the ball to get in the hoop.
Justice Wilson, whoa, body falls to the floor. They're going to call an offensive foul on Jeremiah Caldwell.
Yeah, I think he knows it too. He kind of hooked him a little bit on his hip.
That's on Wilson right there for not waiting for the screen. He has to wait for him to get his hip, and then you take off. He went a little too early, but yeah, it shouldn't have happened regardless.
CJ Lee, guarded by D'Angelo Chapman. Gene Marshall, good pass down low to Atterbury. Tries to dunk again, still can't get it. Now trapped, he's able to get it out.
He might have to stop dunking. He might have to stop trying to get a body and just lay it up.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, 4 failed dunks so far?
I mean, that could be 8 points just like that.
Yeah.
I don't hate the attempt though. I want to see a highlight.
Well, we've seen a couple of dunks here so far this season in the Bird's Nest. Don't think we've seen one from the Solano player in game though.
Yeah, Ignacio
might have got one.
He might have got one, but I know he's tried a couple times.
Yeah.
And then Whitaker, I think, has gotten one actually, because he's tallest player on the team, obviously.
He probably is the best dunker on the team, I would say.
Yeah.
In warm-ups. He's got a pretty ferocious dunk.
Yeah, for sure.
Jeremiah Caldwell at the top. Can't leave him open down there. D'Angelo Chapman.
They're trying to run a play with Wilson and Chapman right there, but did not end up working out. Good defense there by Marshall.
Ignacio back to Ray Holt. 10 seconds to work with. Ray Holt.
I'd want to go back to the big lineup now if I was Solano. That lineup was working perfectly.
So foul on Mendocino, stays with the Falcons.
Yeah, and definitely with Annenberry back in the game for Mendocino, that double big lineup will help your rebounding as well. Not just defensively, but offensively as well.
The first layup is way off from Ray Holt. Rebounded by Atterbury. Now pushing the pace is Simon, and is fouled in transition by Justice Wilson.
Foul's going to go against Solano number 2, Justice Wilson. That's going to result in 2 free throws for Mendocino. Damian Simon will shoot a pair.
Damian Simon, a 64% free throw shooter. Heads to the line.
Checking in for the Falcons, number 30, Isaac Sanchez.
Isaac Sanchez getting some run for Solano.
They're playing a bigger team, so they have to put in their bigger guys.
And 2 at 2 at the line is Simon. Well, 5-point game. Solano still on top. There's Nico Ignacio. God, look at the wheels. Down low pass, but can't get it. Miscommunication. Mendocino ball.
Sanchez was wide open before that, so Ignacio just saw it a little late. That was an open layup.
Gene Marshall bringing it up. Just hit the 9-minute mark. And this Mendocino team, 6-5 in conference. Finds Atterbury. Fake pump to the corner. Skip pass finds G. Marshall from deep. No good. Rebounded. Nico Ignacio.
Way to slow down. He knew they didn't have numbers.
Justice Wilson at the top. Guarded by Benji Krebs. Screen from Isaac Sanchez. Driving in. Denied. Atterbury with the block.
That is a huge block.
And good pass from Simon. Down low to Atterbury. Post fade. Can't get the roll in. And the long rebound is secured. Mendocino now second chance effort. Short on the hook. Second chance again. And after 2 offensive rebounds, trip to the line.
Like I was saying, if you have Whitaker in there, you might be getting one of those rebounds right there. So now they're going to the line on the second chance opportunity.
I wasn't a big fan of that take by Wilson. It's just driving on 2 people trying to get a foul, obviously, but even if you get the foul, it's not a great shot.
Atterbury's knocked down his free throws so far. And you can tell just a couple minutes into this game, he's really had an impact so far. Atterbury, 2 of 2 at the line.
He's missed a lot of shots, but just getting the rebounds right after the miss.
Ignacio, good fake, but the layup is just short. The tip back in, can't get it. Rebounded, CJ Lee.
That was a beautiful fake from Ignacio. Just got to convert right there. You got a wide open floater right next to the basket.
CJ Lee, step back. Pure. Beautiful shot from CJ Lee.
I mean, that's why he's their leading scorer. Half of his shots he takes are threes as well. So he wants that 3-point shot. Did a great job getting it right there.
Back to a 1-point game. Solano on top. 7:30 to go in this first half. Justice Wilson trying to answer back. Finds Camion Whitaker. Checks back in. Looking. And a travel is called on Whitaker. Another turnover for Solano.
Yes.
Ball game.
So far, Mendocino on a 9-0 run. Solano just can't get anything going offensively. Turning it over. Taking bad shots. Can't get any offensive rebounds.
They need to move the ball more.
CJ Lee, a second 3. That time it's short. Angelo Chapman, guarded by Krebs. He's able to find Camion Whitaker. Now back to the wing. Here's Nico Ignacio. Stripped, but a reach-in foul's called on CJ Lee.
That's a close call because
I thought that was clean.
It was almost clean. I think he might have got his arm wrapped around the waist a little bit too much going in for the ball. It's hard to keep up with Ignacio offensively.
Substitution for Solano, checking in number 10, Edwin Acapulco in for Nico.
Edwin Acapulco checks back in. Nico Ignacio. There's Isaac Sanchez on the wing. Finds Justice Wilson. Illegal screen?
I think he's illegal screen.
I'm not a big fan of these calls.
So a lot of turnovers from Solano early on. It's created the run for Mendocino here, and now they have a chance to take the lead. Here's Krebs to the corner. Here's Atterbury. Can't get it that time. Rebounded Justice Wilson.
Solano's been very fortunate to have Mendocino missing all these shots because they got a lot of good looks, and if they were hitting at least half of them, it'd be a Mendocino lead right now.
Angelo Chapman somehow able to get that pass off to Whitaker. Off the glass is good.
Much needed shot right there.
And Mendocino's calling for a 3-second violation, but they had other players in the key with him, so he's allowed to be in there.
Gene Marshall, tough finish at the paint. That gives Mendocino the lead here with 6 minutes to go in this first half. Off the screen is Chapman. Driving in. Gonna take the layup and is fouled.
A little late call. But the refs were letting them play a little bit, but a little smaller calls now.
For the Falcons, D'Angelo Chapman will shoot a pair.
Angelo Chapman does get the first one to go.
Checking in for Mendocino, number 4, Jaden Green, in for Teague Stump.
You know, usually we see Solano running like a 7-8 man rotation. Tonight they've got a 9-man rotation with Rillo getting some minutes along with Sanchez.
Chapman goes 1 of 2. The whistle is called. That should be noted. That's D'Angelo Chapman's 15th free throw on the season. Doesn't go to the line often.
Wow, that's surprising.
Against the Falcons, number 21, Camion Whitaker.
So a foul on Camion Whitaker is going to result in free throws.
They're in the bonus. Wow,
Yeah, I mean, Solano's fouled them 8 times so far.
that's a lot of fouls.
Usually it's the opposite, and especially in the last couple games, like I've said, Solano get to the free throw line a lot. They're usually the team that doesn't foul as much compared to the team that they're facing.
Atterbury gets the first in their first game with Solano. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 7 of 14 from the field. And most importantly, 3 of 8 from the line, or from the three-point line. As a steal there for Solano, it was Ray Holt. Now Jordan Rillo driving in just a bit short. And he's unable to score points there in that transition. Now what a great pass from Mendocino. And a foul.
This Solano team is not letting them dunk on them.
Yeah, but Solano's got to do a better job of getting back in transition after the missed shot from Rillo.
Well, it's hard to do that when there's 2 people going down the court for your team trying to shoot, and then they miss, and there's already people on the other team who are down the court ready for a pass. So and that was just a great pass. It's hard to get back on both ends when it's fast-paced like that.
Atterbury misses that free throw. That's his first missed free throw of the game. And we are all tied up 26 with 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go.
Interesting to see how Solano's offense operates in the half court right now without Wilson or Ignacio in.
Angelo Chapman all air on that one. Now running in transition is Green. Finds Simeon. Gonna slow it down. Now working G. Marshall. Can't get it.
Both teams are kind of cold right now.
Well, it's an interesting lineup that Solano has, as you pointed out, Holden, without either their initiators.
Yeah,
Justice Wilson.
I would say you don't have your 3 best players in with Cardwell out as well. So it's a very interesting lineup.
And it's not like it's the greatest defensive lineup either.
Ray Holt in the corner to find Whitaker as he cuts. Good pass to Acapulco. Drives in. Good layup there from Acapulco. That was great to see.
It's a great crossover.
That's what they need more out of Acapulco. He's been a little bit of a downside on offense, but if he picks it up in that end.
Good move from CJ Lee as he gets fouled there by Acapulco. Now 3 shots at the line coming up for Lee.
Yeah, that's tough for Acapulco because you get B on the drive and step back. Hard to recover from that without fouling him.
CJ
That was almost a
Lee.
4-point play, too.
Yeah.
10 fouls and a half is
Unacceptable.
ridiculous for Solano. That might be the most and a half they've had in a long time.
We still got 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go.
Yeah. That's also a part of the refs calling in a little too much. But it's a lot of mental mistakes right now.
Checking in for Solano number 4.
I mean, if you count the fouls as well as legal screens, the travels, the double dribbles, the whistle has been blown tonight.
You don't like to see that. You don't like to hear that.
It's better just let him play, you know.
It's a part of the game.
Here's Ignacio. Dives in hard. The whistle's called on the ground.
Foul's going to go against the Eagles number 2, CJ Lee. Foul will be on the floor. Solano will inbound.
Chapman looking to inbound, finds Ray Holt. Drives in off the glass, can't get it.
I don't like the shots that Solano is putting up right now. These are all tough shots trying to get a foul.
Now here's Green. To the corner. Finds Deshaun Shorter. Guarded by Rillo. Now out to the wing for 3. And the shot from Krebs is no good.
They had a mismatch on that possession. I'm surprised they didn't take advantage.
Ray Holt in the corner to Whitaker. Backing down Simon. Skip pass finds Jordan Rillo. Good spin move. Taking the layup. And there's the foul.
That's a good job by Rillo getting his offensive game going, driving to the inside right there.
That'll put Jordan really at the line for the Falcons to shoot 2.
Jordan Rillo, 57 points on the season. One of the better free throw shooters on his Solano team.
Yeah, that's
Right on time with that one.
that's
Drew.
rough. That's you're 0 for 1 right now.
I mean, that's also saying something because this Solano team, they get to the line a lot, but they don't shoot the free throw very well. Outside of Ignacio and Justice Wilson, no one else shoots over 70%. It's kind of rough.
Shorter. Jaden Green. He's yet to get it going so far in this ball game. He is one of the most efficient scorers on his team. Now kick out pass. CJ Lee. Got it.
That's a great job by Green driving in. Driving kick is what Mendocino's game is offensively, and they've been doing a great job of it. Some shots have fallen, some shots haven't, though. And that's why Solano's still in this game a little bit.
The difference between having the lead and not is having the shots you want and not having the shots you want. On the other end, for Solano, they're not getting the shots they want. They're taking tough shots. They're getting to the line, but they're not always coming through. And they're just making it a lot harder on themselves as opposed to the Golden Eagles. They're getting to ease in the paint, getting the three-point shots. They're getting wide-open shots. They're getting whatever they want. And Solano, you got to turn that around. And they did have it turned around with that lineup we saw with Whitaker. And it's just not great for Solano.
Yeah, I'd like to see them go back to that lineup here with 3 minutes left in the half. Try and get some momentum going into halftime with Cardwell and Whitaker in at the front court, and then Wilson back in the game with Ignacio in the backcourt.
Now, 5 for both teams. Checks back into the court. For Solano, Jordan Rillo, D'Angelo Chapman, Kemion Whitaker, Ignacio, and Ray Holt will be the 5 to end this quarter. This half.
Interesting, Justice Wilson is still not subbed into the game, but he's walking over to the bench as I say that.
I think he had an injury at his hand. He was looking at it.
Driving in, step back, hook shot. Good move there from Nico.
That's Nico Ignacio's game, I think. Sometimes he drives too far into the basket trying to get a layup. His floater game is exceptional, in my opinion, if he gets it to fall.
Simeon, high arcing shot. Rebounded by Ignacio. And again, here he goes, coast to coast. Beautiful pass and one. Ray Holt with the layup off of a beautiful assist from Nico Ignacio in transition.
Yeah, Ignacio doing a great job with his speed, getting down in transition on the fast break. Beautiful bounce pass to Ray Hull on the inside. Great job on both plays, back-to-back from Ignacio.
And Ignacio just has speed. Gets down the court really quick.
And for Damian Simon.
Atterbury checks back in.
Just one.
And one is good. So 3 points for Ray Holt. Gives Solano a 2-point lead with 2 minutes and 40 seconds until halftime.
Yeah, just got to step up defensively now if you're Solano. Close out on 3-point shots and don't let anything go inside.
Stolen. Nico Ignacio gonna slam it down. There's the dunk.
Oh my goodness.
On a move there from Nico Ignacio.
We were just talking about if we've seen a dunk from a Solano player. And Nico Ignacio on a fast break. Beautiful.
He was not soft on the rim. The rim is crying.
And that gets the Solano bench going. Ball up in the air. Beautiful save from Atterbury. It's almost stolen. And now here's Green. Three is way off. Rebounded Camion Whitaker.
I think Just Wilson might got a piece of that 3-point shot. He got a great closeout right there.
Bad pass there for Solano. With momentum going, another turnover for the Falcons.
All the energy on their side, too.
We knew Ignacio could get up, but, well, he got high on that dunk, man.
I haven't seen nothing like that.
He had no mercy.
I'm going to need to see something from Camion Whitaker now.
Yeah.
Just saying he was the best dunker on the team.
Yeah.
He's going to have to answer back. Here's a good off-ball screen. Finds Deshaun Shoulder driving in on Whitaker. Pass to Krebs. Beautiful shot, looking like TJ McConnell down there.
That's a really hard shot, too.
It is. Jeff Wilson, beautiful pass. Camion Whitaker can't get the layup. Rebounded by Atterbury. Just 90 seconds left in this half.
Got to keep up the defensive intensity if you're Solano. A couple bad offensive possessions doesn't mean you slack defensively.
Shoulder skip pass. Atterbury for three. Too strong. And an over the back foul. Called on Deshaun Shoulder.
Yeah, Solano's getting really lucky because Mendocino's not shooting great from three tonight. And we know they can hit the three ball very well, especially in conference play.
Oh. So forgive me.
Wow.
The foul was on D'Angelo Chapman.
I thought it was over the back.
This is going to give Deshaun Shoulder free throws.
That's interesting.
So is it over the back called on Chapman?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't quite see who was behind the other, but oh, this is a small lineup Solano's got in now with Chapman coming out the game. I don't know if he is in foul trouble now or what, but small ball lineup for Solano.
3 guards.
Second free throw is no good, but there's the offensive rebound. Swatted away by Jordan Rillo. Now Ignacio's, he got another one in him? No, just a layup.
Yeah,
Slipped.
yeah, he slipped. Yeah, he wanted it, but still a great steal from him right there.
Beautiful pass. And a beautiful shot there for Saban Atterbury. Wanted an and one. Ref didn't see it. Now 38-37. Solano up by 1. 45 seconds to go. Rillo finds Justice Wilson. Drive in. Foul's called, but an offensive foul on Justice Wilson. It's going to go the other way.
He put the elbow out.
Yeah, that's just a slight elbow, though. Usually we don't see that.
Not a great fan of the call.
Yeah, usually you don't see that get called.
I thought it was an and one.
That might be Wilson's third, I think.
He's going to sub out. Acapulco checks in. CJ Lee. Now to Frank Muhammad. 45% from 3 this year from Muhammad. Finds CJ Lee. Can't leave him that open.
The sag off, you swag off.
Man, what a shot from CJ Lee. He's hit a couple of beautiful threes so far early on in this game.
We haven't seen Caldwell in a while. They need to go back to him.
That three gives Solano the lead. Mendocino the lead. 40-38.
Yeah, it's been back and forth in these last 2 minutes. Solano getting the lead, and then Mendocino taking back the lead.
volleyball team.
So I know there's a lot of NBA fans in this gymnasium. I'm sure they've heard the news. If you're listening to this, you've probably heard it too. Jimmy Butler traded to the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, we probably got a lot of Warriors fans tuning in.
Yeah, I know.
So, very interesting move from Golden State, and that's not even close to the biggest move. Luka Doncic to the Lakers. That shook the whole basketball world, not just the NBA.
Good hands there from Jaden Green. We'll stay Solano ball. But I'm sure everybody in this booth is dying to talk about it. We will have a podcast on it soon on the Greg Poff YouTube channel, so stay tuned for that. Akpolke finds Ray Holt. Tag Polke now. 18 seconds. Here comes a trap with 3 players. Got to find someone. And into the hands of Frank Muhammad. Now they get a chance to hit a buzzer beater here. Step back, 3 ball. Hits the side of the backboard.
Got 5 seconds.
What can Ignacio do? Good pass down low to Akpolke. Beautiful basketball to end this first half. We are all tied up at 40 points.
Yeah, I would blame that whole sequence there on Shorter. Mendocino had time offensively, and he kind of just shot up a contested corner shot, and it got nothing on it. And then obviously Solano got the defensive rebound, went on the fast break. Great job by Ignacio finding Akpolke right there. Good half so far.
Yeah. It's a really good half. Solano needs to keep attacking and get better shots, get better shot selections. And the 3-point defense for this Solano team has been atrocious tonight, even though this Golden Eagles team hasn't hit all of them. But they've been wide open on most of their 3-point attempts. And that's just a little tweak that you have to make, and then you win this game.
So great game here at Solano College Gymnasium. We still got a full second half of basketball to go, 40-40 after this halftime break here on SCSN.
This is D'Angelo Chapman. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Eric Visser. I'm in my 5th year as the athletic director of Solano College. To experience community college and its mission has been an outstanding experience. Solano College has a very rich tradition in intercollegiate athletics dating back to 1947. I'm very proud to communicate that rich tradition is still being continued with fine young men and women that represent Solano College on and off the court. In the fall we have the volleyball program. We have a very successful women's soccer program. We have both men's and women's basketball. And then we transition to 4 programs: baseball, of softball, men's women's tennis, and men's and women's swimming. It is our mission to excel our programs and our student athletes in academics. All of our student athletes are committed to give back to the community. And we would invite you to be a part of Solano College Athletics by visiting our website www.solanoathletics.com, and you feel a warm welcome at Solano.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.
Welcome to TV 55. In this hands-on class at Solano Community College, you will learn all aspects of television production, how to use high-end cameras, lighting, and audio equipment in the field and right here in the studio. Whether you are looking at making better YouTube videos, educational or promotional segments, or finding your creative passion, enroll today. Get an art school education at the fraction of the cost. Visit us online at solano.edu.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting, whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
for more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
It's more than just sports, it's an education.
here for the second half of basketball here at the Solano College Gymnasium. Again, it's all tied up, 40 apiece. As a quick foul for Solano. Again, in that first half, they were in some crazy foul trouble. Not the look you want to see coming out of this break.
Yeah, they had 10-plus fouls, and right at the start of the second half, they're already fouling once again. Definitely something you got to fix in the second half.
A couple boos in the crowd.
I like to hear that. I like to see. I never understood when you have home court advantage, use the home court advantage. People are embarrassed to even yell in a basketball game. It's unbelievable.
The boos does not phase Atterbury as he goes 2-2 at the line.
We already had this conversation too. I would scream as loud as possible if I was watching the game.
Nico Ignacio going to get the offense going, but a steal. Jaden Green comes up with it now. Muhammad on the wing. No good, but an offensive rebound by Atterbury and gets the roll for 2.
Yeah, Mendocino got to keep going to the paint area, getting those offensive rebounds, second chance, put back layups. That's what's going to win them this game because their three-point shot was not falling that first half.
Go screen. Now Ignacio, good move, but can't get it. Offensive rebound. Oh, can't get the layup again.
Wow, that was a bunny he missed.
Ball loose. 2 bodies fall. No foul call. It was Green and Cardwell. Now, layup, easy layup for Saban Atterbury.
Yeah, I'd want Whitaker to come back in for that big lineup they had early in the first half.
It's like Whitaker as well as Justice Wilson getting ready to check in.
Yeah, interesting they didn't come out with Justice Wilson to start the second half. Usually you come out with your starters. And Justice Wilson started this game, not start the second half.
They came out slow, so of course they had to switch it up.
Beautiful shot there from D'Angelo Chapman.
He's been able to provide that three-point shooting for them outside of Justice Wilson all season. He's been an exceptional three-point shooter on the perimeter.
Frank Muhammad bringing it up. Guarded by Edwin Akpolke. Good off-ball screen. Finds Green, who's going to step into one and cash it.
That's a shot. That's a tough.
Mendocino answers right back with a 3 of their own.
They have to step up on Caldwell now.
Cardwell, good pass down low. Ray Holt cutting. Can't get the layup.
They're missing layups. That is not okay.
Green to the corner. Muhammad for 3. No good. Another offensive rebound. That time it's Mendocino that can't get the layup. Now Ray Holt dumps it off, finds Ignacio. Screen from Cardwell to the wing. Chapman made one before. Not that time. Good rebound there. Chapman and Akpolke able to recover it. Ray Holt layup and is fouled. Fouls on Saban Atterbury.
Yeah, I was going to say Mendocino's doing a really good job of getting offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities offensively, but then Solano answers right back with a second chance opportunity with Cardwell right there.
First one is good for Ray Holt. Already 2.5 minutes have gone by in the second half. Ray Holt going to get that second one as he takes a break as Justice Wilson subs in for him.
And they're going to take Cardwell out as well, not going back to that Cardwell and Whitaker lineup that we've been talking about almost all game. Want to see Coach Nagel go to it.
Here's Krebs. Mid-range jumper, just a bit too strong. Chapman looking for someone. Finds Ignacio. Drive in, kick out, Akpolke to Chapman. Good move, step back, jumper, got it.
That is beautiful. Beautiful job there from Chapman.
He's got a really nice, smooth game to him.
Back to transition, Green, good move. Good defense. Gets the ball back, and Akpolke in the passing lane gets that steal. Ignacio wasn't looking. He's able to cover the ball.
That's why you have Akpolke in the game.
Pulls up for 3.
Akpolke has such a long reach that he can just swipe it out.
There's Akpolke guarding shorter. Now back to Jaden Green, pull-up jumper, bullseye.
Goodness.
Don't want
like Jalen Green right there.
Yeah, don't want to let him get going. I mean, he shoots 46% from 3. You know, if he gets hot, he's hot.
Man, he is hitting tough shots now.
I believe that's his 3rd 3 tonight. He's really been the only consistent shooter so far for the Golden Eagles.
Again, as we mentioned earlier in this broadcast, this Mendocino team is great in the second half. Looking for them to get hot. Can Solano survive? And one! Justice Wilson. The contact, the balance, and the shot is good with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
He always looks so angry when he shoots a shot.
That is a tough move to get to the bucket and then tough bucket.
That's exactly what I like to see, though. I like he has a very hard attitude with the way he plays the game. He's very hard on himself. I just like the way he plays the game and the mentality he has.
Yeah, I mean, that's the mentality you need if you want to be the best basketball player you could possibly be. As he goes. Is able to convert the 3-point play. Back to a 2-point game. Mendocino on top. Frank Muhammad hasn't really been able to get anything going so far here in this game. As Damian Simon. Back to Green. To Simon. Shorter, corner, back. Shorter driving in to Agpolki. Good defense there. But Simon is able to get it up and in.
That was great ball movement by Mendocino on the offensive possession. And then Shorter just missing the layup a little bit. Simon comes in with the offensive putback.
Justice Wilson. Will they call that on the ground?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Simon had a really good crash to the rebound to get that putback.
Justice Wilson. Ignacio in the corner, guarded by Muhammad. Driving in, good contact.
And
fouls on Muhammad.
We see usually Solano drawing all their fouls in the second half specifically, and so far they've been fouled 5 times in 5 minutes of game time here in the second half.
Exactly what their game plan is every time, drive and kick and or score.
I feel like that's the game plan for most basic offenses in modern basketball. We've seen Mendocino doing it a lot tonight, driving and kicking out to the 3 ball. And Solano doing it a lot as well, but drawing more fouls as of late in these last few minutes than Mendocino.
You've got to give more shout out to the shoe game these players have. Ignacio has some clean
those are
shots,
nice.
Man.
CJ Lee, guarded by Ignacio. He's made a couple of 3s so far. Here's Simon at the top, guarded by Whitaker. There's the drive and kick you're talking about. Holden to Green in the corner.
He's not missing right now. He's not missing.
You can't be late at all with your closeouts. You have to stay on him.
Jaden Green is putting on a show in the second half. Here's Ignacio. Thought about it. Step back. Is going to take it, but it's blocked by Simon. Ooh. Now here he is in transition, guarded by Chapman. Misses the layup. And of course, there's Green. He's everywhere here in the second half. Guarded by Agpolki. Step back. Thought about it. Almost a kick.
Goodness.
Gene Marshall. Pull up midi. Just short. Justice Wilson's pull-up jumper of his own. Back rimmed.
Those are really tough to hit.
Shorter. Looking for someone. Bad pass. It's going to go to the backcourt. Is that saved?
Wow.
What a play by CJ Lee.
Wow. That is a beautiful save. That was easily backcourt violation.
Solano has to stay composed and disciplined when that happens. You know you're not going to beat him to the ball. Stay in your spots and get an easy turnover, but wow, great hustle right there.
Matthew Turnquist checks in for the first time tonight.
What is that, a 10-man rotation now?
I believe so. The man of the hour, Jaden Green. Simon, wide open shot.
Yeah, ever since Simon hit his first 3 of the night it's been cold for him. I think he's missed his last 4.
Justice Wilson pull up 3 in transition is good.
That's his shot. Cannot let him get going.
Got a three-point contest here in the Solano College Gymnasium. Down low to Gene Marshall, good move.
That was a really good step through right there.
Back to a 4-point lead for Mendocino. What do you got for us, Justice? Layup is just short. No foul call. In transition is Green. Alley-oop. Layup is good.
Wow.
Wow.
If he was a little more athletic, that would have been the highlight of the year.
Polkey driving in. Good spin move of his own. The layup is good.
Polkey's game has really evolved since the last time we've seen him play.
It's looking great tonight on offense and defense. Step back, three, lead, and one.
Yeah, he almost had that 4-point play earlier. Got it that time.
Put him in the blender. Oh, my goodness.
So just doing my research on this team, I almost didn't believe it when I saw they were a top 10 three-point shooting team in California. It's no debate now. They definitely got it.
Oh, my goodness. They have so much sauce on every position. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's really just tonight. It's really just been Lee and Jaden Green shooting the three ball exceptionally well, and they're showing us why they're a top 15 three-point shooting team in all of California.
So a 4-point play for CJ Lee. That makes it 65-57.
Yeah,
giving the Golden Eagles the lead.
That grows the lead a lot for them. It was only a 4-point game. Now it's an 8-point game. That's huge for them.
Good cut. Yes. Nico Ignacio, one more pass to Whitaker. Beautiful basketball.
And now they're back to the lineup with Whitaker and Jeremiah Cardwell. We'll see how it works out.
Skip pass. Oh, the shot was no good by Shorter.
This is definitely my favorite lineup on the court right now.
I would agree with you, Mason.
You've also got the three-point shooting and defense from Chapman as well at the three. Last time they had this lineup in, they had Polkey in for Chapman. Let's see how it works with Chapman at the three.
So Solano ball. 12 minutes, 28 seconds left to go in this ball game. Solano looking to get their third win in conference. Ignacio. Bounce pass. Whitaker. Step back. Turnaround jumper is good for Whitaker.
Whitaker got a little fadeaway now.
Whitaker, just underrated shot maker on this Falcons roster.
Now this lineup is made for defense, so they need to go on a run now.
CJ Lee, guarded by Justice. Great hands there from Jeremiah Cardwell. Pass to Ignacio, but it's fumbled out of bounds. And that one hurts.
Yeah, that's tough. You got momentum going. That happened last time this lineup was in. They had a huge momentum swing and then just turned it over on a fast break. Can't let the momentum swing back in Mendocino's favor, though. If you're Solano, got to keep it up.
They didn't have numbers anyways. I would have slowed it down. Cardwell just saw the opportunity to give it to Ignacio. You know how explosive he can be at the rim.
Benji Krebs checking back in for the Golden Eagles. Good hands there from Chapman. As that hits the PA announcer, Blake Molina. Watch out, Blake!
That's happened a couple times now. Last game, I think the ball went in flying towards him.
And I think very early in the season, a player really just jumped over into him.
Yeah. It's been a rough job for him at PA so far this season. But of course, he's fit for that job.
Ready. Yep. He's done a great job all season there. This offensive rebound there is good. Off the layup, Saban Atterbury.
That's tough.
And that's the one thing you don't expect to happen with this lineup you got in for Solano is that offensive putback has been huge for Mendocino. That's really why you have this lineup in.
Good space there. Justice Wilson just unable to convert to three. 11 minutes to go. Green, pull-up jumper, just short. Solano running in transition. Justice Wilson off the layup is good.
Tough with the left hand.
He put a little English on that. Oh, my goodness.
Green to the corner, shorter. Finds Gene Marshall.
They need to be really hard on the ball.
Down low is Marshall. Got Justice to jump. back out. Atterbury was 3 of 8 in their last time playing against each other. 0 of 2 so far tonight from 3. So a foul was called on the ground, it looks like.
Yeah, it was on Chapman, I think. He kind of got ripped around on the box out.
Sean Shorter sets inbound. Catches it. Mid-range shot, no good. JC the rebound. Justice Wilson slowing it down. Here comes a screen from Cardwell. Shorter picks him up, driving in.
Ooh.
Almost an and one, but a foul was called. So back to the line goes Justice Wilson.
Wilson does such a good job of getting downhill off of a screen. He easily could have shot a 3 right there, I feel like, but he knows his game is stronger going on the inside. Draws a foul.
So now only 2 players for the Falcons shooting above 70% from the line. Justice Wilson and Nico Ignacio both at around 83%.
Wow.
Knocks down the first one. So back to the small ball lineup goes the Falcons. Akpolke checks in for Whitaker, as well as Jordan Rillo subbing in for Ignacio.
I don't think we've seen this lineup yet.
Yeah, it's been a lot of different lineups tonight for Solano. It's interesting.
There's Krebs. Solano wanted to travel. Didn't get it. Shorter attacking. Back out, driving kick. Layup is no good, but again, another offensive rebound and a foul that time on Jordan Rillo.
I'm not liking the calls. I think it's a lot of ball. I'm not a big fan of the calls they're making right now. But the aggression is getting this team fouled. So it's good for Mendocino.
Good screen there from Atterbury. And another foul's called on Jeremiah Cardwell.
Wow. He went straight up and wow.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about how Mendocino had fouled Solano 5 times in 5 minutes. Now it's Solano that's fouled them 5 times in about 6 minutes. A lot of calls being made by these referees.
First shot is good for Gene Marshall. This will be his 20th and 21st free throw shot, shooting 78%. This goes 2 of 2 that time around. 4-point lead for Mendocino. 9:50 to go. Here comes full court press from the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, it's working for them for the most part.
Tough contact, an offensive foul. Mendocino gets the ball back. Mason, you can't believe it.
I cannot. Wow. His feet were moving and he was not set.
Yeah,
he cut him off when he caught the ball.
Looks like the refs are talking it over. I'm sure the other one doesn't agree with the call.
Yeah. I think that's easily a defensive blocking foul.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got the call right. Clearly a blocking foul, clearly.
That's a good job by the refs communicating.
So the ball goes back to Solano. 9:40 to go. Akpolke inbound it.
I don't know what the holdup is.
Cardwell talking to the
ref. Are they talking about that it might be a free throw? It's 1-1, right?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Cardwell.
A lot of confusion so far by these referees in these last couple minutes.
Cardwell, man.
He's hilarious, man. Telling Atterbury, step aside. I got to get my free throws.
The Mendocino coach is heated. But it's like that's the right call. I don't know why he's so mad about it. They might have to tee him up. He's yelling a lot.
Yeah. This is exactly what was. This is what I like to see. Wilson having conversations as well.
So no free throws for Cardwell. Looks like.
Oh man.
As the ball is set to inbound.
I mean that's their 8th foul.
All right.
Back to playing the game.
Wild sequence here in the Falcons nest. Justice Wilson driving in. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay Solano. Wow.
Oh my. Wow.
I think that's a good call.
No, Justice clearly dribbled the ball out of bounds.
Maybe this is the rest way of saying, we messed up.
Yeah.
Get one more chance.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh man.
Chapman at the top is Rillo. Guarded by Benji Krebs. Rillo, kick out. Chapman, corner 3. And Akpolke, the long rebound. Those offensive rebounds was going to keep you in the game, but a turnover ends up in the hands of Shorter. Now Krebs, pull-up jumper. And the rebound back to Atterbury. And again, left-hand layup is good.
They need to go back to the big lineup.
Yeah, he's had multiple putback opportunities tonight. Almost all of them have been when Whitaker and Cardwell aren't in together.
Handoff. Wilson, pull-up jumper. Can't get it. 8 minutes, 45 to go. And here's Teague Stump. Ball is saved, but into the hands of Akpolke. Cardwell on the ground there in the backcourt. Step back 3. Just a bit off. And the ball will go to Mendocino.
It's a lot of misses from Justice now. It's a lot of settling too.
I don't think he was ready to take that shot. I think he didn't think he was going to be able to beat the defender on the crossover. And he kind of got separation and realized, I can shoot this. Wasn't ready for it.
I don't mind the 2 before that, but that's a lot of settling that I just won't like. It's 8.5 minutes left in the game. You're only down by 6. Get some easier rhythm shots to go.
So again, another bit of a slow shooting start from Solano. They've kind of hit a cold streak in their past couple games. And in their last game, actually, they shot 19% from 3. Again, we don't have the stats for tonight, but you got to assume it's maybe a little bit higher than that, but not the best shooting night.
Yeah, it's been tough three-point shooting from honestly both teams. Mendocino's picked it up a little bit here in the second half, but Solano just can't get it to going from the arc. And they've really scored all their points down low, getting to the free throw line as well.
8 minutes, 24 seconds left to go in this ball game. It's a 6-point lead for Mendocino. It looks like after this timeout, they are going to bring Nico Ignacio back to this game.
Yeah, and this is certainly a much, like we talked about the shooting being off for both teams, but it's still been a very high-scoring game. Their last game, it was 73-61. We've already hit that exact total for both teams, and we've got 8 minutes left in this game. So it's going to be a close one, I think, to end it.
So it is going to be Ignacio alongside him, Justice Wilson, Whitaker, Chapman, and Akpolke. Game goes back on. Here's CJ Lee, the freshman, who's lit it up from 3 tonight. Again, the Golden Eagles leading scorer, about 14.5 points per game.
Definitely got to step up on him if you're Solano. Don't give him any open jump shots.
And I like having Nico Ignacio manned up with him. Gene Marshall driving in. Whitaker's there. Great defense, but better offense.
That's just a beautiful shot right there. Great floater.
Chapman. Slow it down. A lot of off-ball movement. Ball's loose and into the hands of Shorter. And fouls called in transition. And I don't think we have transition take fouls at the college level.
Yeah, that was.
But he will be getting free throws.
That was a tough turnover by Chapman. What? Why is that free throws though? If they've got the same amount of fouls.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It was the same call basically. Just one was reaching and one was blocking.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. I don't have an answer for you, Holden, but I would agree with you. Do you think they should have got some free throws earlier on?
I think definitely. I mean, obviously, who knows if Carwell would even made it with his free throw shooting, but still, any chance for points that you want to have.
I think they were calling it away from the ball foul, which is why they didn't get free throws, but I don't think it was an away from the ball foul.
Yeah, I mean, Carwell had the ball seconds before it.
Good moves from Akpolke. Ignacio, the spin, but just short, up and in. This Camion Whitaker can't leave him open down there.
This is what Solano's got to do. Mendocino's got a smaller lineup in there. Got to get offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities if you're Solano.
The cross from Green, the kick out. Simon. Skip pass. Now Marshall. 10 seconds to go. Marshall on Holt, gets the blow by the layup. Is smoked and into the hands of Justice Wilson.
Good job to slow it down there. The blitzing.
Here comes a double. And looks like he got hit there.
Timeout, Solano.
Wait, he called timeout, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Folks, we want to give a quick shout out to one of our January athletes of the
So
month.
a good amount of timeouts so far in this game. I know we've kind of talked about it in these men's games. They kind of pocket as much turnovers as as much timeouts as they can till about that 4-minute mark. Then they start, using it out ease.
Well, I think that last game we covered specifically, it was more of a slower pace, more set offense, a lot more than this game where it's been a lot of fast break opportunities, fast pace offense, scoring with 15 seconds left still on the shot clock. Definitely uses up more stamina from their players. I can see why there's more timeouts tonight.
So Solano looking to go 7-16 and 4-5 at home. Most importantly, breaking their 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, they've had a bad stretch of games as of late.
So Ray Holt coming out of this timeout.
That's such a challenge for your mentality, though, as an athlete, to lose so much and not have as successful of a season that you wanted to, and to still play your hardest and play to win.
Ignacio gets him to jump, drives in, floater just short, but rebounded by Ray Holt. Good effort. Tag Polke back to the corner. Ignacio needed it, but couldn't get it. Stay Solano ball.
Yeah, you needed those 2 buckets from Ignacio. He had an open floater as well right before that second chance opportunity. He wants those back for sure.
Yeah, that's rough. 2 good looks.
Off the screen, Zach Polke. He's able to get it to his point guard, Justice Wilson. Working on Marshall. The drive, contact, no foul. Got his rebound. Good pass. Whitaker gets him to jump and is fouled. Foul looks to be on Damian Simon.
That was a great pass by Wilson inside. Did a good job as well getting the offensive rebound off of his own miss, I would say. Almost like he just lost it. Did a good job stepping back, finding someone open in the paint.
Whitaker able to get that one to roll in.
Yes. The form is questionable. To each his own.
If it works, why not,
What is he shooting in this season?
Take a look. Only 6 and 9 from the line.
Wow, that's pretty.
So about 67%.
It's not terrible.
It's actually at 70 now with that make.
Okay, let's see. Maybe he needs to get to the line more.
Just like that. Now 3 Solano players shooting 70% of the line.
Yeah, just like that.
Gene Marshall on the wing. The layup is good. That's a tough move by Gene Marshall.
Marshall's had an underrated night, I feel like, because he's been guarding Justice Wilson all night long. He's done a great job playing defense, and offensively, he's really stepped up here, especially in the second half.
Ignacio. And the foul is called. That time it's on Green.
That's going to be free throws, though. I believe it's double bonus now for Solano. That's the 10th foul on Mendocino. And this is where Solano really tries to pick away those points at the end of the game, but hasn't worked out for them in over this 3-game losing streak. Gotta score some field goals if you want to win this game.
You got to score. You have to score to win basketball games, to win sports in general.
Yeah, it's just free throws aren't going to do it for them. It hasn't worked in the last 2 games, like I said. And that's really all their points have come from in the last 5 or 6 minutes. A couple threes here and there, but that's not going to do it.
And they also don't shoot the from the stripe well enough to rely on it.
CJ Lee off the screen, the step back shot goes in. My goodness, have yourself a night, CJ Lee.
That is such a tough shot. I mean, Wilson got his hand in his face right there, and he still hits it.
Miscommunication there, another turnover for Solano. Shorter driving in, reverse layup. That's nice.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
And Mendocino also just doing a better job on fast breaks compared to Solano tonight.
Good hands there from Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall playing great defensively.
That's really good defense. The difference between Solano winning and losing games is how well Justice Wilson plays in the clutch. They win games when he hits threes late in the game, and threes are usually rare in this sort of basketball set.
Well, there's a 3 there. Gets the bounce. There you go, Mason.
Yeah, right as you say it, Mason. And that's a huge shot. Cuts it to a one-digit lead for Mendocino.
Yeah.
So just hit the 5-minute mark.
Just what I was saying. When you're in the stretch where you need to score points, they're down 9 now because their defense have been slacking, but they haven't scored points at will, and how they won games in the past and how they're going to need to continue to win games is how well does your best player perform in the clutch, and he hasn't done that in the last 3 games. And part of that is on his teammates not being able to capitalize on their opportunities and him not being able to capitalize on his opportunities. It's all a circle back to coaching and players.
Yeah. I mean, with the 3C2A website, you could look at any player in community college basketball. I'm sure these teams, when they're playing Solano, they're doing their research. They're seeing how much points Justice Wilson is scoring game in, game out. I'm sure the game plan on defense is going to be
make someone else beat you.
Of course, yep.
Exactly.
And they have not done that. Nico can.
So here, crunch time at Solano College, 82-73. Mendocino on top with the ball. And again, Jaden Green, what a night he's having. Back to Gene Marshall, can't let him open as he gets the triple.
He's on fire right now. Defensively, he's feeling it. Offensively, he's feeling it. Gotta stop him if you're Solano.
Man, Mendocino's coach is fired up on the sideline.
They hold, skip past Whitaker. It's Justice Wilson. Pull up 3. In and out. Just couldn't get it there. Good hands from Whitaker. But the ball stays in the hands of Atterbury.
We got to get a shot on the coach for Mendocino. We need a coach cam for both Solano women's team and Mendocino men's team, because it is pure comedy.
I think it's great when a coach, though, has energy like that. I mean, that shows that they want to. They're on the team.
They care.
They care for their players, and that's what you want out of your head coach.
Atterbury hits the first free throw. Mason, you're a coach yourself. On the sideline when you're watching these games, are you active?
When I'm coaching my teams?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I'll almost get thrown out. Basically every game I'll complain about every foul. I'll yell at my players.
I could see that. I can picture Mason almost getting thrown out and getting teed up as a coach.
I do it even if I'm not coaching.
2-2 at the line from Atterbury.
I've come close on this broadcast screaming out loud. That's a bad call.
So just hit the 4-minute mark. 87-73. Solano's got to get going on offense. It's got to be now. Good cut. Good pass from Chapman. One more to Ray Holt as he's fouled. Almost able to get the 3-point play
You got to finish those, man.
Nonetheless, we'll head to the line. Beautiful passing from Solano there, that possession.
Yeah, that was great passing. A great play set up, having Chapman cut from the corner, finding Ray Holt drive on another cut from the wing.
Solano letting this game get away from them, though.
I feel like that's when we see the best out of Solano's offense, when their ball movement is at a peak capacity, moving the ball around, finding open guys, not turn the ball over, getting open opportunities.
Just the open threes caught up to Solano in this half.
3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Here's CJ Green. He's lit it up in the second half. Guarded by Justice. Step back, jumper, just short, and rebounded by Green. So a timeout is called.
He does a really
Mendocino.
He does a really good job of selling the foul on a three-point shot. I don't think it was a foul on Justice right there, but he does a really good job of falling hard to the ground, trying to sell it.
And that gets players frustrated, gets coaches frustrated. But James Harden perfected that, and it can look like a foul. And if there's even a little bit of contact, then it is a foul.
13-point lead. Solano got to get going quick. Curious to see what the lineup is going to be here for Solano.
Yeah, I mean,
do they go back to that double center?
I think you might have to, because you also want to have second chance opportunities offensively, but then you also need three-point shooting in this late stretch.
Yeah, I think at this point you have to put in a small lineup and go to a press or just anything to make them uncomfortable on defense, and also make yourself available on offense to make shots. And that's something they've struggled with in this three stretch of games.
I'd like to see them go back, if they are going to go small ball, go back to Jordan Rillo in this game. I know he started this season really shooting the ball well from the three-point shot especially. If they can get him open, kind of get Justice to draw a double off of Rillo and find Rillo for an open three, that might be a good game plan offensively for Solano here, trying to find a three-point shot.
Rillo shooting about 36% from three. Will not be in this lineup, though. And there's a defensive breakdown from Solano. Cannot have that at this stage in the game.
Yeah, right there I'd be screaming at my players. That's on Justice, your best
and
player.
Another bad turnover, and the layup is good. That steal was from Deshaun Shorter.
I think Mendocino wants to get 100 points.
This game has gone out of reach for the Solano team.
Yeah. And the Mendocino players looked at the scoreboard after that and said, we can get it.
Beautiful defense with a stare down there from Saban Atterbury.
It's
Mendocino on a huge momentum spree right now.
Solano has no energy. That's another illegal screen. That's three called tonight. That's rough, man.
Another turnover. Are they
just a complete and utter breakdown of a whole half of basketball.
Checking in is Ian McIndog. Good hands by Wilson, but unable to recover it to the corner. Shorter for three. And Chapman clears it. Now JC driving in. Good cut from Ray Holt. Foul. And trip to the line for Ray Holt with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left to go.
Honestly, I don't even think Carville was looking for Ray Holt right there, because he had Wilson wide open in the corner for three. But Ray Holt was right there in the passing lane.
And Solano just has come out flat in the second half.
Defensively especially, because I feel like they haven't had one really good momentum spree on defense here in the second half.
And they did early in the first half.
Yeah, they did early in the first half.
They didn't have the same lineup out in the court.
Ray Holt short that time. Rebounded by Frank Muhammad. There comes a full court press from Solano. Jaden Green bringing it up.
I mean, it's not fully over yet, but Mendocino up 16 with just about 2 minutes to go.
I would say one or two more buckets here from Mendocino probably puts it away.
I think one more. kind of ends it.
Gene Marshall. 6 seconds to go. The pull-up jumper for Muhammad is cashed.
Put him to
And
sleep.
that just about does it. Ignacio trying to get some quick buckets. Able to get the layup there. Just 2 minutes to go.
They need to put more pressure. Make them turn over the ball.
Marshall
They
slowing it down.
They're emptying the bench.
Yep. Layup is good. And a bad turnover there. Good save from Shorter. Marshall to the cherry on top. No good, but offensive rebound. Green thought about it. And they're just going to elect to slow it down.
Let the clock run out a little longer.
Green working on Ray Holt.
They want to score 100, though. I know they do.
Yeah.
They got 96 right now.
4 points to go. Jaden Green kick out. McIndog got the shot off, but it's too strong.
That's going to be a shot clock violation resulting in a turnover.
And here come the third unit. Isaac Sanchez, Jordan Rillo, Matthew Turnquist,
That was a
Gavin
very,
Hamill, and Arnav Kumar.
to keep it bluntly, that was an embarrassing second half for this Solano team. And they just been coming out flat in the second half every single game in the last 3 games. It's unbelievable.
Turnquist finds Kumar, driving in off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Sanchez fighting for it, jump ball.
Sanchez just did not want to let go of the ball, trying to bring intensity that they needed at the start of the second half. Now he's doing it down 19.
Turnquist to Kumar, just a bit strong. Rebounded by Turnquist. Let's see what Solano got. Rillo for 3. Too strong. Now here's Muhammad in transition. 98 points.
This game just got out of Solano's hands way too quick in those last 5 minutes. They were in it for sure. And just defensively, they kind of fell apart.
Kumar gets fouled. I believe Arnav Kumar redshirted last year. He's getting some minutes. Got 8 points on the year so far.
Just a frustrating season for this team. Disappointing. They have come out flat so many times. They have talent, but they've been too small for most of their opponents.
Offensive rebound, Sanchez. And there's a turnover, so Solano ball.
Sanchez got the hubs going crazy over here.
That's his sister. His sister is very proud of him making that shot.
22 seconds left to go in this ball game. Kumar working, stolen by McIndog. McIndog layup is good, and just like that, holding 100 points.
Disrespectful, wow.
Yeah, they could have dribbled the ball out right there.
Floater no good. Gavin Hamill tried to get it, but couldn't do it, and that is it in this ball game. An unreal second half from Mendocino as this game ends 79-100.
Yeah, you talked about how Mendocino plays really well in that second half. That second half, they just went off offensively and defensively, forced a lot of turnovers. Got offensive rebounds as well on the offensive end, second chance opportunities. Great job by Mendocino getting the win tonight.
60-point half from Mendocino. It's just unbelievable how bad Solano was in that second half. I just couldn't believe it.
So that is going to be all for tonight as Solano drops to 6-17 and now 2-10 in conference. Once again, thank you guys all for tuning in. My name is Drew Kirby, and I had the pleasure of sharing this booth with Mason Flores and Holden Beers. Make sure not to go anywhere because we do have a game coming up after this. It's going to be the women's Solano team versus the women's Mendocino team. But for this broadcast, it is over. Once again, thank you guys all for tuning in. Until next time, take care.